everyone, Pixel here. Welcome back to my series of drawing my OC while you tell me about your characters. Today, I'm going to be doing some traditional art once again. In this video, it'll be a full finished piece from sketch to line art and color. I'm going to try to be more in depth with this character's personality, seeing as that's what I mainly need to work on with my OCs. I heavily enjoyed the process of this drawing, despite some mistakes here and there. Today's OC is Vivienne. Vivienne is the opposite of Carmen. Personality-wise, she is thoughtful, reserved, logical, and blunt. In a way, she's like Tigress from Kung Fu Panda. She knows when to be fearless and when to show kindness. I'd say a voice claim for her would be Tigress as well.
You don't belong here. I mean, you don't belong in the Jade Palace.
That must have been quite a shock.
And this bothers you?
It was pretty hardcore.
I feel like it suits Vivienne. Back to her personality. Vivienne is the type of gal who would consider all options before opting for something. A very cautious type of person. With my other characters in the story, she really gets along with Rhea and Zephyr. They kind of bounce off each other's energies, which helps with Vivienne's pace. I'll be continuing my rambles throughout this OC series, but you should also tell me about your OCs in the comments. Like, tell me your OC's name, favorite food, facts, background story, things like that. Now, I chose Vivienne as her name because I was feeling a V name for one of my OCs, and it just so happened to be her. Also, because I based her name off Vidya from the Tinkerbell movies. Figured I'd use a different V name though, but with the same ring to it. I made Vivienne first before creating Carmen, but I already had Carmen's design and name thought out as I was making Vivienne. I was just craving to have a bunny humanoid character of some kind in my roster. As for her outfit, I was really feeling a mysterious / intense type of vibe for her outfit, but like something that you could easily be agile in. Can you tell I go with vibes for everything? She likes minimal accessories like her leg warmers, but I wanted to show her intense personality and self with the long coat looking thing. Trench coat? Cloak? Thingy-mabob? She is a humanoid with rabbit features, so she's very speedy and aware. She has a distaste for loud spaces and can become reckless at times with bursts of energy. She's also very possessive of her weapon, guillotine, and hates others touching her things. I also heavily prefer my OCs having weapons rather than abilities itself. I think the only OC I have that so far has an ability is Vin, who uses red strings called Fate to manipulate people or influence them, for good or for bad. But maybe I should opt to look into abilities for more of the originals. Back to Vivienne. Vivienne comes from the overworld in my never-to-be story, Shattered Duality. The overworld kinda just acts like a regular realm for all the residents of the world, like an Earth. They just don't know that a mirror realm exists. As for the regular people of the overworld, they also have abilities and weapons manifested as well. The way it works is that as they develop, their personality is like a core part of themselves that will in turn manifest a weapon or ability, matching their personality of course. Basically, my OC world is split into two. There's a mirror realm, because your mirror reflections are alive and they reside in there, and then there's the overworld, which is just the regular people, the originals. I thought it would be cool if regular people could have their own weapons and abilities, just like the Echoes do. It's not like there's monsters in the overworld though. I mean, unless you're counting the people themselves, they can be. I just wanted an excuse to have weapons and abilities and powers and stuff included in the story for fun. Vivienne loves guillotine. It's her most prized possession. She feels very strongly about her weapon. It makes her feel safe in a way. Knowing that she can protect herself and others keeps her mind at ease. On the other side of the coin though, she wishes her weapon had more range. She can telekinetically control her scissors at a medium range but not long. A drawback she has is that she could potentially go long range with guillotine, but the farther it goes, the sloppier her precision gets. I gave Vivienne scissors because she's a cut and dry type of person, as I mentioned in a video previously. She also likes to dye a part of her hair red and messes with her hair a lot. So I figured scissors would be a cool ordinary object to use as a weapon. I also got inspiration from Scissor 7. The main character 7 has scissors that are telekinetically controlled by him. I drew Vivienne in this pose as a direct reference to 7's hand motions he does in the show, but I wanted to do a perspective or like a foreshortening of the hand and arm for the pose. I thought it would add more dynamicness to the whole piece, and with her expression I kinda wanted to play with a stoic yet vigilant attitude. I had to use a 3D model for the pose as well because when I first drew the pose out, it looked chopped. This was definitely a hard pose to get down, but I'm actually pretty satisfied of how it came out. Oh, by the way, as for why I named my OC's weapons, I don't exactly know why. I was thinking maybe it could be like a soul eater type of thing, but then I'd have to make them more OCs, which I don't want. I was thinking it could be their little familiars or something that can transform into weapons, but that feels more basic than what I ended up choosing anyways. If you could, please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll be sure to continue this series as it's super fun to yap about my OCs, and I'm sure it's fun to yap about yours as well, if you choose to do so at least. I love to read every comment I get and deeply appreciate the time taken to write them. The series really helps with trying to flesh out my characters' personalities and such, seeing as I struggle to come up with lore for my characters. Well, maybe I should work on that too. Either way, it's still nice to talk about their personalities at the very least. Thanks for all the support on the last video, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of the series. Enjoy the rest of the video.